Also today, it's been billed the martial arts battle of the 21st century. The movie Kung Fu Jungle has had its world premiere at the London Film Festival on Sunday. The director and two of its stars will be talking to us here on Impact, so don't go away. Welcome back to the programme. We've got a treat for you now, particularly if you're a Kung Fu fan anywhere in the world. A new film that has billed the martial arts battle of the 21st century has just had its world premiere here in London. It's called Kung Fu Jungle, directed by Teddy Chen. Teddy is here with me in the studio with two of his stars, Donnie Yen and Michelle Bai. We're going to talk to them in just a moment, but really, we've got to give you a taster of the film first, so take a look.
我知佢諗緊乜嘢。
你知道兇手係邊個？
你識佢㗎？我唔識佢。
你能出來，是不是應該謝謝我？
所有人聽住，下冇可能係同謀，極度危險。
我們今日既分高下，也決生死。
Well, I don't know about you, but my adrenaline is pumping already. With me here in the studio, as I mentioned, is director Teddy Chen and two of the stars of the film, Donnie Yen and Michelle Bai. Now, Michelle has her translator, Deborah Chan, with us. Thank you very much for being with us. Now, you've promised us that this is going to be like the martial arts sensation of this century. Was it really challenging to put together a film with so many action sequences?
Actually, I have to use the word kung fu. All the films I did before is mostly action, like car stunts and explosion scene and with guns. And this time is a real kung fu film. So I have to look for the right person to discuss with, to hope to make the film more success. So the guy is Donnie Yen.
Donnie, how was it for you, just a film being this physical with this many scenes? And what did it require from you?
Well, actually, as you know, I've been in the business for a long time, and I made a lot of action movies, probably close to 70 movies. So for me, making an action movie is not really new. But this time around, working with Teddy for the second time, last time we worked together was this movie called Bodyguards and Assassins. This is the second time we worked together. When he came up with a story and he wanted me to be in this film, I thought it was really very innovative, as well as very fresh for me, because although I made a lot of kung fu movies, action movies, but never by any means combining a martial art kung fu movies into a thriller. So that was really very challenging for me.
Surely, though, the physical side of things is one thing, but you have to put yourself, I imagine, into quite a specific mental place to be able to cope with the demands of a movie like this.
You know, as an actor, you know, I try to tackle the character every project, right? But I think for me in this particular project, it was challenging because not only I was acting, but I was also the action director for the film, and the challenging was not trying to come up with something for myself, but it was more for my fellow actors. Like, unfortunately, he's not here, Wang Baoqiang. You know, he's he's known as a comedian actor in China.
Yeah, and he's been doing kung fu since he was 60 years old. He's absolutely amazing.
Exactly, and I know him for 7 years. And actually, 7 years ago, when we first met, he expressed his a passion for a lot of my films, and he wanted to work with me one day. And you know, and here comes these opportunities. When Teddy presented these projects to me, and I recommended Teddy to think of using Wang Baoqiang. At first, he was uncertain, but I assured him that there's great potential in him. And then, you know, as you can see, the film after last night, it was a really excellent review, and in particular in his performance.
Michelle, it's so great to see such a powerful female figure in a film like this. How was it for you playing such a strong woman?
其实我本身看起来是一个比较怎么讲柔弱温柔的人，但是在戏里我就反差很大，是要有打斗。我觉得自己蛮幸运可以碰到这样的角色，就是既有文戏，然后又有打戏，在同样一部剧里面，很幸运碰到这样的角色。
I feel it's very fortunate that I come across such a very challenging project because on the outside I'm very gentle and meek, but the character is everything but. So to play such a strong character to me, it's very challenging, but also very interesting because it's not a one-dimensional character. There are not only fighting, but also there's a lot of drama, there's romance in it, so it's quite multidimensional, and I feel very fortunate to be able to participate.
Teddy, tell me about the potential of a film like this for Western audiences, because presumably there are still lots of Western members of Western audiences who need to be kind of caught up in the excitement around a film like this and to see its potential. Is that one of the reasons you chose to have the premiere here in London?
No, it's I'm the one who be chosen, I'm not really know that there was a chance to have the world premiere in such a great theater, and I was so surprised and proud to be here. But first of all, I said whenever I make a movie, I'm sure that it can understand by the Egyptian or the African, or no matter. It has to be a worldwide topic. So if I want to play Kung Fu, I have to be very entertaining. So not only punching, you have to be great in the kicking, in the weapons. You have to be. Everyone is going to be the king from each part of the Kung Fu section.
But I do imagine when you were choreographing that last scene, audiences in Hong Kong are very familiar with this style of movie, probably quite demanding in what their expectations are. Did you feel a need to sort of stretch yourself and stretch the limits of Kung Fu as well in terms of what you did?
I feel pressure every film, you know, not only to answer the Chinese audience, but more importantly, answer my own expectation from being a professional artist. So in this film, no difference, you know. Working with Teddy one more time and having that expectation, expecting the film is going to turn out the way we think it's going to turn out, right? So that itself, just like any other movie, I mean, you know, that's just, we're very professional.
But what about the fact that the sort of essence, I guess, of Kung Fu comes across in the film? The main villain follows this sort of martial arts pattern, doesn't he, in terms of the killing of the victims? Teddy, that was surely one for you. You must have chosen that deliberately.
Yes.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, just the essence of Kung Fu, the things that are important about it. It's more than just the action. I know that one of the main characters kills his victims in sort of a martial arts kind of pattern.
But in the Asian world, we have used the slang that the catchline Kung Fu skills. In the Asian world, like they go to war in China. Some of the poor country, they don't have enough money to buy the weapons, to build the weapons. So they have to figure out that they're going to use their both hands to be strong as a bamboo, as a stick, or as a weapon, as a knife to kill. So it starts as Kung Fu kills. So this is all from this subject matter to comes out for the whole film.
Michelle, we have this wonderful picture of you behind us. You're a very petite, small woman holding a very large sword there. How was the training that you had to go through in order to do the sort of action sequences that you were involved in?
其实在拍戏之前就有专门去练习那个剑 sword， 也非常难。It's difficult for girls. Yeah.
It was very tough because before shooting, I had to go through some training, and there were instructors teaching me how to use the sword, how to do sword works. Yeah, it was tough.
At the end of the film, there's a sort of a lovely sequence where you thank a lot of people, and you have some of the minor characters in at the end. Why did you do that, Teddy?
When I get involved in this business about when I was 17. just finished school. And I do a lot of action films since I was as a script continuity, assistant director, production manager. I saw a lot of these stuntmen get hurt, get wounded. And at the end, a successful action film comes out. Everybody knows Donnie Yen, everybody knows Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Lee, but behind the scene, there's so many unsung heroes. Not only the stuntsman, even though the guy who invests is brave enough, and there's so many people who have to contribute.
Thank you all very much for being with us here on Impact. A very quick question to you, Donnie. Just cheekily, before you leave, you've just been filming Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, my hometown in Auckland, one of my hometowns wonderful. Anyway. Yes. What can we expect from that? It's going to be fantastic.
Well, for me, this is the very first time I've acted in this type of genre in English. So I think for the audience as well, you know, they're going to see something really refreshing because it's the fact that it's going to be in English and it's going to be watched by all over the world with this type of martial art films, but in English.
Yeah, huge amount of potential there, I'm sure. Yeah. Good luck with this film.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Impact.